Hey, and welcome! Today we're embarking on a fascinating journey to a country renowned for its stunning alpine landscapes, imperial grandeur, and a rich cultural heritage that has shaped Western civilization. Did you know that Austria is home to the world's oldest continually operating restaurant, St. Peter's Stiftskulinarium, dating back to 803 AD? And did you know that the famous Sachertorte, a chocolate cake with apricot jam, originated in Vienna? But beyond the delicious cakes and ancient eateries, have you ever wondered what truly defines the Austrian way of life? What makes this nation tick, from its majestic mountains to its vibrant cities? We are going to find out today, right now. Let's get to it. Let's start with the basics. Austria is a landlocked country located in Central Europe, bordered by Germany and the Czech Republic to the north, Slovakia and Hungary to the east, Slovenia and Italy to the south, and Switzerland and Liechtenstein to the west. Its geographical position gives it a diverse landscape, from the towering peaks of the Eastern Alps, which cover about two-thirds of the country, to the rolling hills and plains in the east. When it comes to climate, Austria experiences a temperate continental climate, with warm summers and cold winters. However, due to its varied topography, there are significant regional differences. The alpine regions have a more pronounced alpine climate with heavy snowfall, while the eastern lowlands are drier and experience more extreme temperatures. As of 2025, Austria's population is estimated to be over 9.1 million people. The majority of the population is concentrated in urban areas, particularly in the capital city of Vienna. Austria's history is incredibly rich and complex, stretching back millennia. Its strategic location at the crossroads of Europe has made it a significant player in European affairs for centuries. The country's origins can be traced back to the Roman Empire, with the province of Noricum encompassing much of modern-day Austria. However, the true rise of Austria began with the House of Habsburg, which ruled for over 600 years, from the 13th century until the end of World War I in 1918. Under the Habsburgs, Austria became the center of a vast empire, encompassing diverse lands and peoples, and playing a pivotal role in European politics, culture, and science. This period saw the construction of magnificent palaces, the flourishing of arts and music, and the establishment of influential institutions. After the collapse of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, Austria became a republic, facing numerous challenges throughout the 20th century, including annexation by Nazi Germany and subsequent occupation by Allied forces. Today, Austria is a neutral, democratic republic. When you visit Austria, you'll primarily hear one language spoken. The official language of Austria is German. However, it's important to note that Austrian German has its own distinct dialect and pronunciation, with some vocabulary differences compared to standard German spoken in Germany. While German is dominant, several recognized minority languages are also spoken, including Slovene, Croatian, and Hungarian, particularly in regions bordering those countries. English is also widely understood, especially in tourist areas and among younger generations. Religion has played a significant role in shaping Austrian culture and identity. The predominant religion in Austria is Roman Catholicism. A large percentage of the population identifies as Catholic, and Catholic traditions and holidays are deeply ingrained in the cultural fabric. You'll find beautiful churches and cathedrals throughout the country, and many of them are architectural masterpieces. While Catholicism remains dominant, Austria also has a growing number of people identifying with other Christian denominations, Islam, and a significant portion of the population who are non-religious or atheist. Religious freedom is guaranteed by the Austrian constitution. Austria's architectural landscape is a breathtaking journey through different eras and styles. From medieval castles perched on hilltops to opulent Baroque palaces and elegant Art Nouveau buildings, the country is a treasure trove for architecture enthusiasts. Some of the most iconic landmarks include Schönbrunn Palace in Vienna, which is a magnificent Baroque palace that was once the imperial summer residence of the Habsburgs, famous for its stunning gardens and opulent interiors. There's also St. Stephen's Cathedral in Vienna, a towering Gothic masterpiece and one of the most important religious buildings in Austria, with its distinctive tiled roof. Hofburg Palace in Vienna is the former imperial palace, now housing various museums, the Spanish Riding School, and the office of the Austrian president. Then, Mirabell Palace and Gardens in Salzburg stands out as a beautiful Baroque complex known for its stunning gardens, featured in The Sound of Music. And, of course, Hohensalzburg Fortress in Salzburg is one of the largest medieval castles in Europe, offering panoramic views of the city. These landmarks not only showcase incredible architectural prowess, but also tell stories of Austria's imperial past and artistic achievements. So, what's it like to live in Austria? Let's look at some of the pros and cons. First, the pros. A high quality of life. Austria consistently ranks high in global quality of life surveys, thanks to its excellent public services, low crime rates, and beautiful natural environments. Excellent healthcare system. The country boasts a comprehensive and efficient healthcare system, providing high-quality medical care to its residents. Stunning natural beauty. From the Alps to the Danube River, Austria offers unparalleled opportunities for outdoor activities like skiing, hiking, and cycling. Rich cultural scene. With world-class museums, opera houses, and music festivals, there's always something culturally enriching to experience. Efficient public transportation. Austrian cities have well-developed and reliable public transport networks. Now some cons. All countries have them. High cost of living, especially in Vienna and Salzburg. While salaries are generally good, the cost of living, particularly housing, can be high in major cities. Bureaucracy. Dealing with administrative processes can sometimes be complex and time-consuming. The language barrier. While English is spoken in tourist areas, learning German is essential for full integration into society and the job market. Shop closing hours. Many shops, especially outside of major tourist areas, close early on weekdays and are often closed on Sundays. Integration challenges. While generally welcoming, fully integrating into Austrian society can take time, as social circles can be quite established. Now, before we forget, let's answer those questions from the beginning. What truly defines the Austrian way of life? What makes this nation tick, from its majestic mountains to its vibrant cities? To sum it up, the Austrian way of life is known to be a unique blend of tradition and modernity, a deep appreciation for nature, a strong sense of national identity rooted in its rich history, and a commitment to quality and order. From the meticulous preservation of its imperial heritage to its innovative approach to sustainability, Austria balances its past with a forward-looking perspective. The love for music, art, and good food is palpable, and there's a strong emphasis on family and community. The majestic mountains instill a sense of awe and provide a playground for outdoor enthusiasts, while the vibrant cities offer a sophisticated urban experience. It's a culture that values Gemütlichkeit, a feeling of coziness, comfort, and good cheer, alongside efficiency and precision. Austria's contribution to the arts is immense and globally recognized. It has been a cradle for some of the most influential figures in classical music, literature, and fine arts. Austria is synonymous with classical music. It was the birthplace or home of legendary composers like Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Ludwig van Beethoven, who spent much of his career in Vienna, Joseph Haydn, Franz Schubert, Johann Strauss II, known as the Waltz King, and Gustav Mahler. Vienna, in particular, was a major center of musical innovation and continues to host world-renowned orchestras, opera houses like the Vienna State Opera, and music festivals. Next, Austrian literature boasts a rich tradition with notable figures such as Franz Kafka. Though Bohemian-born, his works are deeply intertwined with the Austro-Hungarian cultural sphere. Rainer Maria Rilke, Robert Musil, Stefan Zweig, and Nobel laureate Elfriede Jelinek. Their works often explore themes of identity, history, and the human condition. Then we have Austria's fine arts. Austrian art has seen various movements, from the Baroque splendor of its churches and palaces to the secessionist movement of the late 19th and early 20th centuries, led by artists like Gustav Klimt and Egon Schiele. Their distinctive styles continue to captivate audiences worldwide. Beyond classical music, Austria has a vibrant native music scene. Traditional Austrian folk music, known as Volksmusik, is characterized by its lively melodies, often featuring instruments like the accordion, zither, guitar, and various brass instruments. It's often heard at festivals, taverns, and rural gatherings, reflecting the country's alpine heritage. The yodel, a form of singing involving rapid and repeated changes of pitch between the low-pitched chest voice and the high-pitched falsetto, is also a distinctive element of Austrian and Alpine folk music. While classical music remains a cornerstone, contemporary Austrian music also thrives, with artists exploring genres from pop and rock to electronic music. Okay, get ready to salivate, because Austrian cuisine is honestly a delicious blend of hearty, comforting dishes with influences from its former imperial territories. It's really known for its rich flavors, often featuring meat, potatoes, and of course, pastries. So, some must-try dishes include Wiener Schnitzel, which is a thin, pan-fried breaded cutlet of veal, or sometimes pork, a national dish and a true classic. There's Tafelspitz, which is boiled beef in broth, often served with horseradish and applesauce, and it was actually a favorite of Emperor Franz Joseph I. Goulash is another staple, a hearty stew often made with beef and paprika, reflecting that Hungarian influence. Then you've got Käsespätzle, a type of soft egg noodle, kind of similar to macaroni and cheese, usually served with fried onions. And for dessert, there's Sachertorte, the famous chocolate cake with apricot jam, a real Viennese specialty. Plus Apfelstrudel, a delicious apple strudel that's often served warm with vanilla sauce or ice cream. Oh, and let's not forget the Viennese coffeehouse culture, which is actually recognized as a UNESCO intangible cultural heritage. These elegant establishments are so much more than just places to drink coffee. They're social hubs, places for intellectual discourse, and honestly, a quintessential part of Austrian life. Austrian culture is just packed with traditions, festivals, and customs that really reflect its history, religious heritage, and regional diversity. There are the Christmas markets, or Christkindlmarkte, a major highlight of the winter season, where these festive markets pop up in cities and towns all across Austria, offering crafts, food, and mulled wine. There's also Carnival, known as Fasching, which is celebrated with parades, balls, and costumes, especially vibrant in the weeks leading up to Lent. Then there are Easter traditions, marked by religious processions, decorated eggs, and traditional foods. Another unique event is Almabtrieb. In the Alpine regions, this traditional event in autumn sees cattle, adorned with flowers and bells, being driven down from the mountain pastures to the valleys. It's a colorful and really joyous celebration of a successful summer. Also, there are the Viennese balls. The ball season in Vienna, particularly around January and February, is honestly legendary. The Opera Ball is the most famous, but there are so many other balls that offer a chance to experience the city's elegant social traditions. Finally, there's Dirndl and Lederhosen. While they're not everyday wear, traditional clothing like the Dirndl for women and Lederhosen for men are still worn for special occasions, festivals, and folk events, especially in rural areas. These traditions aren't just historical relics, they're living parts of Austrian life, bringing communities together and helping preserve cultural identity. Whether you're a local or a visitor, Austria offers a plethora of activities, day and night. Here are a few of the daytime activities you can do in Austria. You can do a day of sightseeing in Vienna, explore Schönbrunn Palace, St. Stephen's Cathedral, the Hofburg, and numerous museums like the Kunsthistorisches Museum. How about skiing and snowboarding? In winter, the Austrian Alps offer world-class ski resorts like Kitzbühel, St. Anton am Arlberg, and Ischgl, or enjoy nature by hiking and mountain biking. In summer, the Alps transform into a paradise for hikers and mountain bikers, with countless trails and stunning vistas. You can also do lake activities. Enjoy swimming, boating, and sunbathing at beautiful lakes like Lake Wolfgang or Lake Hallstatt. For an interesting experience, go exploring Salzburg. Visit Mozart's birthplace, Hohensalzburg Fortress, and the Mirabell Gardens, as mentioned earlier. Then you can try wine tasting. Discover Austria's wine regions, particularly around Vienna and Lower Austria, known for their Gruner Veltliner. Here are some of the nightlife activities Austria has to offer. The opera and classical concerts. Experience world-class performances at the Vienna State Opera, Musikverein, or Konzerthaus. You can do Heuriger visits. In the wine regions around Vienna, visit a Heuriger, a traditional wine tavern, where local winemakers serve their new wine and simple, hearty food. Then you have the common bars and clubs. Major cities like Vienna and Graz have vibrant nightlife scenes with a wide range of bars, pubs, and nightclubs catering to different tastes. Or maybe visit the traditional taverns or Gasthauser. Enjoy traditional Austrian food and drinks in a cozy, authentic atmosphere. As always, before we wrap up, here are a few more fun facts about Austria. Did you know that Austria has the highest percentage of organic farmland in the European Union? Next, the Lipizzner horses of the Spanish riding school in Vienna are one of the oldest and most prestigious horse breeds in the world. Moreover, Austria is home to the Eisriesenwelt, the largest ice cave in the world. And finally, the Austrian flag is one of the oldest national flags in the world, dating back to the 13th century. And there you have it, a whirlwind tour through the captivating culture of Austria. From its majestic alpine peaks to its imperial cities, from the timeless melodies of Mozart to the comforting flavors of Wiener Schnitzel, Austria offers a unique blend of history, natural beauty, and vibrant traditions. It's a country that cherishes its past while embracing the future, creating a truly unforgettable experience for anyone who visits or calls it home. If you enjoyed this look into Austrian culture, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more cultural learning explorations. Our playlist is growing, so you can binge watch past videos until a new one arrives. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching.